Hello and welcome back to more Saving Bournemouth with me, Mr. Grantu, here on the channel, and we're going to get straight into the action here today. Part 5 of our quest to save Bournemouth. Can we do what Eddie Howe failed to do? Well, so far it has been pretty good. Last time was definitely the most successful episode of the save so far. 4 games, no defeats, 3 wins on the bounce. Brighton, Aston Villa and West Ham all put to the sword, and then a draw away at Crystal Palace have left us in an extremely good position. We are in 5th place after 8 games, 14 points on the board. It could not really be much better, but it could get a lot worse today, because after our first game against Newcastle, we then have 4 horrendous fixtures in a row, which could make things considerably worse. We might not play the Arsenal game today because it is after an international break, the final international break before March, but we'll see what happens. See how far we get and how long things last. If we can go through it, then I'll just cut it out, because it's not much to cut out one thing, and then we might go a bit beyond that as well. Who knows what we will do and how far we will get. We've been through the most recent international break. All that happened was Jack Stacey got a bit of an injury. He's fine though. Simon Francis has got a broken cheekbone, but he can still play. Viktor Kovalenko got his first international goal, and the board, unsurprisingly, have dropped our percentage of transfer revenue able to be retained for new signings down to 55% because of the concerning financial situation involving our balance and our wage budget. We can now ask them to increase it though. Can we increase it? What would be the best option? Keep our best players rather than risk losing them on a free transfer? Probably not true anymore, because we have renewed most of the contracts. More flexibility. Players might want new contracts, maybe. Let's go with that one. We respectfully disagree. Alright then, well that was fun. I thought he'd accepted for a second there. Can we increase the transfer budget? Not interested. Right, well, we'll try again in a few months. Just put some money in the club, mate. Never mind financial fair play. Chelsea doing well. Good start to life for them this season. A lot of teams doing pretty well. Better than you would maybe expect. Watford being the chief amongst them with 13 points of them. And actually it's Everton and Newcastle who are really struggling. We can pile on the pressure on them today in this one. Not today, it's tomorrow. Sunday's game. But yeah, put some pressure on them and continue our excellent form. Heap the misery up on them. Ryan Fraser, who of course scored last time out, is being tipped for a call up to the Scotland squad, which, well, no, it's saying it's just a pointless article. He's already in the Scotland squad. Why are you wasting my time? Callum Wilson's injured. He's got a tight calf, which, I'll be honest, I think that's a good reason to drop him. We can bring in either Dominic Solanke or Josh King, neither of which is really filling me with confidence. I don't really want to use either of them, but no, I don't want either of them. But I guess we're probably going to have to pick probably Solanke. I mean, we might just play Wilson, to be fair, if he's not too unfit. None of them are doing particularly well. I was hoping Wilson would do better than he has done, but it's not to be. But let's see what his status is. He's fine. He can play. I don't want him to get injured down the line, but he should be fine to play this one. And even though he's been rubbish, probably better than any of the other options that we have got. So yeah, the team is going to be unchanged for the moment. Now we do obviously have Adam Smith back from injury, Lloyd Kelly back from injury too. So, I mean, arguably they're better players than Stacey and Rico. But Stacey and Rico have done really well. Rico especially is our highest rated player. He's got 7.54 for recent games, 7.30 overall. Can't really drop him. Can't really justify dropping him. And yeah, Stacey's done pretty well too, to be honest. But I don't know. We'll put Adam Smith on the bench today. And now, as players are coming back from injury, we have too many players, if anything. Yeah, probably got too many players in the summer. Kovalenko, he's got his first international goal. Hopefully that encourages him to play well. Although, I mean, Jason Tyndall's suggesting we play Svanberg, and I think we're going to do it. Kovalenko's been poor. Lerma, I'm less concerned about, but we're gonna drop Kovalenko. Give him a spell on the sidelines, and do we put him on the bench or we stick with Billing? I'm going to put Kovalenko on the bench rather than Billing. And yeah, I think that's going to be that. That's going to be that. We're going to go with that. That's the only change we're going to make them. And see what we can do against Newcastle. Should be an easy win at home. They're in the relegation zone. They're playing a back five, so they're obviously... Steve Bruce is... he's not positive. He's not positive, but then this could be dangerous because if it hits on the break, it's not so much Andy Carroll that I'm worried about. I'm not worried about him at all, but I am worried about Alain Saint-Maximin. He could prove an issue. Anyway, Stacey with a great chance, or setting up a great chance. Ryan Fraser hits the crossbar. Good opportunity for us, but alas, it is not to be. But good early signs so far. We need to be winning this one. This is a vital one for us, given the fact that after this, it's going to become a whole world of pain. We've got Spurs, got Liverpool, Man City, and Arsenal in that approximate order, all in a row, and that's going to be bad. So we need to win this one. Callum Wilson again nearly scoring. Fabian Schär blocking it, and again, another opportunity. Good start from us, but no breakthrough yet. Stacey heavily involved. He's giving it away to Andy Carroll, and this is exactly what I feared. Saint-Maximin's away. Ramsdale is able to make the save. That's the concern. They're very defensive. We're going to have to sort of not push too hard to get a goal, because on the break, Saint-Maximin is going to destroy our defence because they're probably too high up. We might need to drop them back. But, I don't know. We've had the best of the play, but I'm going to say I'm far from pleased because we should really be winning this. We've dominated possession, but this is exactly the kind of game that we'll probably lose because there'll be a ball up over the top. Carroll will knock it down, and then Saint-Maximin will score. Let's just get Wilson off. He's not fit. And he's not fit and firing. Get him off the pitch. And I'm going to take Stacey off as well for Adam Smith. Maybe a risk against Saint-Maximin. But we're going to do it anyway. Nothing's happening, to be fair. I don't really want to go positive. I think what we might do, we'll switch the system. Shove Svanberg further forwards. Hopefully this is enough to break it down. We could go positive, but again, would rather not, because I think that we'd be too far up and they'd hit us on the break, and which is what they're probably going to do here now anyway. Saint-Maximin lays the ball off, and Andy Carroll hits the crossbar. At least we didn't lose. At least we're not going to. Well, at least we're not losing to an Andy Carroll goal. That'd be bad. It looks like it's going to happen again though. Long ball over the top. Carroll's in. Managed to get it away, and well, we hopefully can break from this. Svanberg pressing forwards, and it's a good opportunity which he's not converted from. He's done well today though. He's looked relatively impressive, certainly compared to the recent performances of Kovalenko. We're going to take off Ryan Fraser, and we're going to make things even better by bringing on Jordan Ibe. It's going to be a 0-0 draw though, which is not great. 2 draws in a row. I'm going to say it was disappointing because it was. But again, it's been a great start. 15 points. We're getting towards 20 points and halfway there in terms of survival. Probably would have been good to win that one though, as we've got this coming next. I mean, Anfield followed by the Etihad is just that's a war crime as far as I'm concerned. That should be a war crime. That should be illegal. Should not have to do that. Should not have to deal with that at all. It's not acceptable. Give them 2 days of rest, and then sort of pray to all the gods in the meantime that we can somehow do something. We could play a different system. We could play like we could play a back six, just absolutely just block all passing lanes, just destroy them in terms of defence. But the thing is, they would just find a way to break us down. Same with City, even better than real life. So I just don't think it's worth it. If we might drop the line back a little bit because of how deadly they are. But I think it's probably worth. We might play on the counter as well, soak up pressure and then try and hit them on the break. I think what will actually happen is we will probably lose 4-0, 5-0, both of these matches. Spurs, we have a better chance. Arsenal, we have a better chance. But Liverpool City away, that is going to be 0 points. I'm going to confidently say that one now. If I can be proven wrong, great. That would be lovely. But I don't think I will be. It is the impossible. And you can't really dispute that one. It's going to be difficult. Harry Wilson, that's even better. Harry Wilson can't play, obviously, against his parent club. So we'll bring in Eliasson. And then, I mean, Adam Smith, probably going to play him from the start. Although Stacey's quicker. We might leave Stacey in there because his pace is better. Svanberg played well, so he's going to stay in there. Do we drop Jefferson Lerma? Probably not. We kind of need someone with his particular skills in there. Callum Wilson has been so bad. Let's put Dominic Solanke in there against his former club. It usually works for the computer. Maybe it can work for us. Maybe it can work for us. Lloyd Kelly, does he come in? He's so much better defensively than Rico. I'm going to probably make that change as well. So much better defensively. Even though Rico's been our best performing player, I just feel having someone slightly more solid at the back. We might put them on the defend duty too. I mean, let's see what happens. West Ham beating Leicester is quite a good... it's a good result for us. Not really. It doesn't really affect us. We're quite far beyond that. A draw would probably have been more useful, as it's a bit of a precarious position given how tightly congested everyone is at this early stage. But here we go. Made some changes. I don't know what necessarily the best thing is. Yeah, we're going with that. I'm not going to change the tactic on there because I don't want to sort of muck anything up, but we might, when we get into the game, drop the defence back a little bit, sit a little bit deeper. We've got nothing to lose here. Don't worry about losing this game. That's the most important thing. Even if we lose like 7-0, I'm not going to criticise them at all. Let's just see how it goes for the first few minutes. Here they come. Mane's injured and he's already coming forwards. Robertson, we're giving away a penalty. 5 minutes in, Ryan Fraser giving away a penalty. Brilliant stuff. And Fabinho scored. So really, there's no point defending now. We'll go cautious, but literally the worst possible start. Well done, everyone. Especially me. Well done, me. I think a 1-0 defeat is not the end of the world, is it? If we do that, that's not the worst thing ever. Not disgraceful. I don't really think there's anything we can really do that wouldn't just make things worse. If we go more attacking, it will make things worse. I think we're going to stick on the counter. Maybe we can work something. Svanberg to Kelly, ball across. Ryan Fraser redeems himself, giving away the penalty. That's what I'm talking about. On the counter, good work from the Swedes. And then Lloyd Kelly in today, in place of Rico, gets an assist. Good finish from Fraser. And Liverpool, to be fair, are stunned. The Anfield crowd, stunned, I can only assume, if they're even there. This was before the unpleasantness, so they should all be there. Solanke on the ball against his former club. Can he get a goal today? It's come to Jack Stacey, who cracks the post, and Fraser can't follow it up. Going to the counter, this is looking far more positive, and at the break, we're somehow drawing 1-1 with them. Probably still going to lose, but very encouraging signs here. Very encouraging signs against the champions-elect, kind of. Champions in real life. And then they are top of the table, so they are essentially champions-elect, but it's very early stages. An hour gone, we're looking good. With six shots on target each. This is shockingly good in-game management. Look at the sevens popping up. Look at the green. Dare I make any changes? Here they come. Lewis Cook wins it back though. Lerma, Stacey, given away. Not great. Origi's in. Ramsdale, he's settled into goal. Since we kept him in there, obviously, because we haven't got anyone else. And he's settled in after some early questionable performances. And are we going to get another famous result? We are. Liverpool 1, Bournemouth 1. Well, we'll do this press conference. Those words. I'm saying those words. Jurgen's great. Anyway, that was a shock. That's 2 really good results against top 6 teams. 1-1 at Anfield. It's 3 draws in a row, which is not ideal, but that one's a very good one. Very good one. Well, there we go. Man City away in a week's time. Not particularly confident with that one, but I guess we play on the counter because it worked very effectively there. We were so good since when we went to the counter. We were really good and defensively excellent too. Very nice. I wish I knew why this was happening. It's just blind luck, really. No, that was very good, very good, very good. Right, if we can somehow get out of these 4 matches unbeaten, then I will buy some ice cream for myself. Not for anyone else. I'm not sharing it with you. I'm slightly baffled by how well we've done. Am I better than Eddie Howe? Is this what we're saying? Am I a more qualified manager than Eddie Howe? Because how many points did Bournemouth actually get in reality this season? Let me get up the Premier League table, and I'm going to see, because we've got 16 points already. We've got 16 points already. How did they get? How many points did they actually get in reality? Because how close are we to surpassing what they actually did? Let's have a look. Right. I'm on the Premier League website. They've reset the table now because in preparation for the new season. Gotta load this up. Right, here we go. Right. Bournemouth finished on 34 points, which is a pretty solid score for a team to get relegated on. 34 points, level with Watford, 1 behind Aston Villa. So we're already basically halfway there. And it's October. That's pretty good. Surprising, but pretty good. Considering we still have so many players out injured. I mean, Daniels wouldn't be playing, but Brooks definitely would. Stanislas would certainly get game time. Danjuma potentially as well. But they're still injured. I think that's really good. Dan Gosling's back. that's nice. Probably not going to be playing much, because I think I was probably overly cautious by signing as many players as we did in the summer, and certainly bringing Arta back. I was just really worried we'd get injuries, but that's kind of, probably overly cautious, because obviously we're not in Europe, and we got knocked out of the League Cup at the first time of asking, so we are only really playing a game a week. So not too bad. But better to be safe than sorry. Better to be prepared. I'm surprised nobody's complained about lack of first team football at the moment. I'm surprised Billing's not complained. Maybe he will when we. And now it's November. Still, no one's complained. We face the impossible again here against Man City. Anything from this would be amazing, but I don't even care if we lose. We drew with Liverpool. That was fantastic. Not even bothered if we lose this one. I mean, I'd rather not, but it's not the end of the world if we do. Still, no one's upset. Let's have a look at this. Okay, so some people are starting to get concerned about playing time. We can see Steve Cook is concerned, Adam Smith concerned. Nathan Ake is dissatisfied with the club. Why? What, because we're not... does he want to go to a bigger club, I guess, then? That's odd. Most people are really happy, though. Most people are happy. Billing's fine. He's not bothered at all, which is weird. Kelly, obviously, we're starting to play him a bit now. So we've got to be careful. But the thing with someone like Steve Cook, for example, I'm not going to... Mepham's come in, and maybe it's a coincidence, but since Mepham's been in there alongside Ake, we've been considerably better defensively than we were when Steve Cook was playing. So why would I just play him just so he's happy? Because my job is to win games, it's not to keep individuals happy. Who knows? Anyway, right, anything positive from this would be great. We can bring Harry Wilson back in. Let's make sure we do that, because he is better than Nicholas Eliasson. There we go. Svanberg can stay, I think. Stacey can stay. I'm going to keep Kelly in there as well, actually. He did well. I mean, do we make any other change? That is the question. Do we make any other change? I don't know. We've just got too many players now. We've got far too many players. We need to sell some people. I'm gonna keep, because we can always play Rico on the left wing potentially. So I'm gonna keep them there for now, and then I want to keep Kovalenko. Yeah, I wish England had more than 7 subs, like permanently. Obviously, I know they've voted that down, which I think is stupid. But if we had, like Germany, 9 subs, that would be great. Really would like that. Could just have 9 players on the bench. That would be really good. I'm going to put Billing on the bench instead of Kovalenko, because he's not impressed me that much. And let's just go for it. And we're going to go straight to the counter from kickoff. We're the underdogs, cause an upset. No one is expecting us to win. But then you did surprise everybody last time out. Let's just go straight to cautious and see what happens. No Sterling playing. Didn't notice that. No Raheem Sterling. But they've still got Jesus. They've still got Silva. They've still got Bernardo Silva. It's going to be tough, but we've won the ball back. Playing some lovely stuff out from the back. Harry Wilson pressing forwards. Beats Rodri. Ball across. And Dominic Solanke with an open goal. Clearly he spent too much time with Fernando Torres when he was at Chelsea. Terrible miss. We're probably not going to get a chance as good as that all game. But encouraging that we were able to fashion that opportunity nevertheless. David Silva on the left. I assume that's David Silva. Yeah, David Silva's playing on the left hand side of midfield. for some reason. Brilliant tackle from Lewis Cook there. But it's come to Bernardo Silva and Ramsdale, though. Competent goalkeeping as Ryan Fraser breaks his foot again. Probably a twisted ankle. Hopefully a twisted ankle. Don't want anything more than that. And we'll bring on Jordan Ibe. We've got Ibe and Solanke out there. What am I doing? What am I doing? I'm playing Dominic Solanke and Jordan Ibe against Manchester City away from home, and we're not losing yet. Lerma, Stacey, ball from him would be great. Oh my goodness me. What have we seen? What have we seen? Beautiful flowing move in the rain here in Manchester. Even he can't miss from there. What scenes? What time? What a time to be alive. And the fact is that Callum Wilson hasn't scored a goal. He's got another. He's got another one. Never mind the fact we're playing Man City away from home. Don't even care about that. Dominic Solanke. It's the greatest goal of all time. It's the greatest goal of all time. Dominic Solanke has got 2 goals. Callum Wilson has not scored this season. Dominic Solanke scored 2 goals against Manchester City. We nearly conceded before the break. But what have we just witnessed? What have we just witnessed? David Silva's cracked the crossbar. They can't believe it. They're not quite being FM'd, but they've certainly dominated the game. But 2 goals in 2 minutes from Dominic Solanke has given us an unlikely lead here at the Etihad. I cannot imagine this is going to stay the same. It doesn't. But goodness me. Goodness me. This is, yeah, unexpected. Unexpected. But brilliant. Absolutely love to see it. Absolutely fantastic. Maybe you shouldn't have hired Jason Tyndall. Maybe you should have hired me. This yeah. I don't know. It's just a fluke. Also, I don't know what I was talking about a second there. I was like, absolutely fantastic. I was talking about generally our performance, not the fact that Man City have scored, which is not fantastic. But time is disappearing here. And even if they equalise, I don't even care. They're not going to equalise. You've not made any changes. I don't care. Why would you change this? Manchester City 1, Bournemouth 2, and Dominic Solanke put the ball in the back of the net twice against one of the best teams in the world. We're level on points with them. We're in 6th place. What's happening? We've nearly got half the points we need to stay up. Ryan Fraser's fractured his toe. He's out for 3 weeks. Dominic Solanke keeping Callum Wilson out of the team. What am I meant to say about that? If there was 2 games I would expect to lose this season, Liverpool away and Man City away would be that. It's not happened. It's not happened. I can't believe it. Genuinely can't believe it. Goodness me. Right. Tottenham, you've got an A minus. They're loving it. The board are loving it. Can you please can you give me some money? Increase the wage budget maybe? We're up to 9 million, which is a little bit more healthy. Right, well that's a good point when I think about it. What am I looking at? Right, yes. Stadium. How are we doing in terms of, obviously we've got the lowest attendance, but what are we doing in terms of capacity of attendance? That's what I like to see. We have sold out all 5 home games so far, which, I mean, you'd expect that, but that's good. Very, very good. Because while we can't afford to anytime soon, that is obviously going to encourage the board when it comes to building a new stadium, which we absolutely need to do. Untouchable job security, A-. I mean, this is one of the other reasons why I like the fact this is completely live. You're seeing this all. You're seeing this all. You're seeing every single part of it. My whole confusion at what's happening. You're seeing it all in all its glory. I'm actually, well, I was, probably not anymore. Don't want to go back to it now. But before I started doing this, as a sort of just like practice, I did a save. Well, I started a save with Burnley. I was never going to do, like, I was always going to do Bournemouth for this, but I started a save with Burnley because I thought it's a sort of similar team. Obviously, did stay up, but I wanted to sort of see what happens. At the equivalent point, maybe slightly further on, we are in 19th place in the relegation zone. It's been awful, dreadful. I'm probably going to get sacked. And I've used the same tactic. Clearly, though, the players that Bournemouth have are far more technically, which is not surprising, more sort of technically suited in terms of this style of football than the players that Burnley have. Although, you know, but Burnley have some excellent players, and people like Tarkowski, James Tarkowski, Jack Cork, Ashley Westwood. They're all very good passers of the ball. So who knows? But it seems it's going well in this one, even if it's a dumpster fire in my now surely abandoned Burnley save. Ramsdale and Solanke in the team of the week. Dominic Solanke in the team of the week. Goodness me, you didn't see that coming. I didn't see that coming. We dropped Callum Wilson because he has been terrible all year. And, well, that's justified it. He's justified it, has young Dominic. Keeping Callum Wilson out of the team. Alright, Tottenham up next. Can we continue our wonderful form? Can we continue our wonderful, wonderful, wonderful form? Be good if we could, really, wouldn't it? It'd be good if we could. I'm going to keep Svanberg in there. Kelly's done well since coming in as well. Left back's looking good. Right, so Fraser's injured. Do we bring in Jordan Ibe? Or do we bring in someone less likely to destroy everything that we have? I mean, Josh King, talk about forgotten man. Do we bring in Jordan Ibe? I mean, he's quick, isn't he? I like his pace. We'll bring him in. Why not? Why not? And we'll put Josh King on the bench. Just to sort of try and make him not... I'm really shocked that no one is complaining about anything. No one's complaining about anything. Oh, here we go. Right on cue. Steve Cook is complaining about something. Feels he's should be starting more games. Well, Andrew Sermon, who I obviously don't get on with, doesn't manage to talk him around. Right, okay. The problem is, Steve. Yeah, Nathan Ake is in the form of his life. He's not seen anything from Nathan that he can't offer as well. Maybe it's time he moves on in search of more playing time. I mean, the problem with this is that he's the captain, so as we said earlier, why though? Mepham and Ake have been really good. They formed a very solid partnership. Mepham is more my kind of centre back than Cook. Cook's good. His passing is good too. He's a very, he's a good player. But Mepham's just better because he's just got slightly better passing. I mean, he's not actually that much quicker, but I don't know. I just like Mepham more. But I don't want to lose Steve Cook necessarily. He's only 28 though. I hate player interactions. It's just the worst thing ever. We could say we give him some game time, maybe. You're a professional, you need to carry on doing your job. He doesn't like it, and he's going to be annoyed, and 7 people agree with him. That's affected the dressing room atmosphere as well. They're calling the sirens for our season. That could ruin everything. the problem with living next to a busy road. There's always going to be sirens. Anyway, right, who agrees? Borich, don't care. Smith, don't care. Arthur, don't care. Gosling, don't care. Ibe, King, don't care. Ryan Fraser, why is he getting involved? Snake. These guys don't care. Right, that's fine. Probably should have just said you can leave, because then at least he'll shut up for a while. Okay, well, we'll deal with the impending squad mutiny in a minute when that comes up. Hopefully we can. It can wait until the international break and we can just beat Spurs. That'll be good. We've lasted quite a long time without someone getting annoyed because I haven't really rotated too much. But that's the thing. Like, why would you? Especially your defence. Why would you, like, in reality, I know it's a video game, but in reality, why would I rotate? When we look at this, last few matches, unbeaten in 7 matches. And in that time, yeah, we've not scored loads of goals, but we haven't conceded, well, we conceded, what, 4 goals? We're not exactly being prolific up front, but we've not conceded many. And let's just look actually at this. Goals against in the league, 9 goals against, and bearing in mind that 4 of those were against Everton. Since then, and before then as well with the Leicester game, but well, after that, Leicester was after that, wasn't it? Anyway, yeah, since then, not many conceded. 9 is the same as City, the same as Watford, who are in 3rd, the same as Arsenal. Only Liverpool have conceded fewer. Chelsea have conceded more. Man United have conceded 1 more. And then obviously everyone below us conceded more. Why would I change that defence? Just to appease Steve Cook? You know, you just wouldn't, would you? Just wouldn't. Right, team's going to be the same, apart from obviously Fraser's going to drop out. Ibe's going to come in. And we are not going to change anything else. Just because Steve Cook's unhappy. Not going to change it because we just beat Man City. Why would I change anything apart from obviously with Ryan Fraser being injured? Because the thing is, like, there's not really anyone that's not playing that I'm sort of 100% desperate to keep, because when they have played this season, they've not played well. We can always get someone else in, someone on a lower wage, so we can always make some money from them. But what we don't want to happen is we don't want the morale to become an issue. So if we have to promise him some game time, I don't want to do that. If we have to promise him we can sell him, then we'll promise him we can sell him. But we want him to be there and available for what's just happened there. Talk about hero to villain. 2 goals against Man City and he gets himself sent off in the 32nd minute. Dominic Solanke, what are you doing, mate? What was that? Oh, Callum Wilson comes on. I'm going with this. Yeah, we'll go with no winger on the right-hand side. We don't want Moran. What I was saying was, before that, we were rudely interrupted by a moment of madness from Dominic Solanke, who is no longer in my good books. We don't want the morale to become an issue, because Steve Cook's a very influential player. So we probably could have handled that differently. Probably could handle it better. But then I don't want to sell him. I don't want to say, oh yeah, we're going to sell you, because then, you know, if something happens to Mepham or Ake, he's probably going to come in. He's going to play, and we want him to, you know, be fine with that. But it's just a difficult balancing act, obviously, just like real life. But I don't know. I wish like you could sort of, because in reality you'd probably say more than one thing to a player. You wouldn't just say one thing and then that would be it. I don't know. This game is very uneventful. It's a classic case of me versus Jose Mourinho. Neither of us really cares about scoring loads of goals at this point. We just want to get through the game. And a 0-0 against Spurs, I will take. I'm happy with that. Good result. Not good performance, but good result. Gets us through another match really quickly as well. Considering that Solanke got sent off, I will take that. He was dismissed for a vicious foul. So, yes, we will just simply confirm his fine and not bother to appeal that one. It does unfortunately mean that Callum Wilson will be playing the next game, which is not really what we want given his lack of goals at the moment. But that's another game without a defeat. 20 points. We are halfway there to safety. It's November and we're halfway there to safety. Very, very, very encouraging. Very, very, very encouraging run of fixtures. And considering that, yeah, this is the horror show of games, unbeaten from these 3 games, how have we managed that? Really good. Really good. Right, okay, well, we're up to 40 minutes. I kind of want to play Arsenal as well. We've got the international break. We'll go forwards a bit anyway because I want to see the inevitable mutiny from the players, or some of the players, regarding Steve Cook. That will no doubt happen. And then, yeah, here we go. Here it is. Here it is. Brilliant stuff. I'm surprised Ryan Fraser's joining in with this. Surprised with that. Right, there's murmurs of discontent. We think that Steve deserves more playing time, and the way you dismissed his concerns showed very poor man management. He's the ringleader. What? You're playing all the games. Why are you getting involved, Ryan? Oh, okay, right. Actually, what was his career history? Because he's been at Bournemouth way longer than I thought he had. Way longer than I thought he had. Anyway, that's irrelevant. What do we say about this? Yeah, this is probably... If we'd agreed to his playing demands, it would have meant dropping one of your teammates who's more deserving than him. He's earned his opportunities, not worrying about them. Go with that. That's turned around most of them, including Fraser, which is fine. Boric is not happy. Don't care. Josh King, don't care. Let's leave it there. Yeah, that will do. Right, but sort of damage limitation. Damage limitation. Steve Cook demands more playing time. Are you prepared to accommodate him? I'm just going to go for the neutral, not saying anything at the moment. Because that's the thing. If anything happens to Mepham or Ake, and I hope it doesn't, but if it does, then Steve Cook will just come in and play. Obviously, that's not ideal for him, but the thing is, I'm not going to drop him. I'm not going to drop any of the 2 that are playing well. Mepham, obviously, is a squad player, so he wouldn't necessarily expect to play. But long term, Chris Mepham is an outstanding centre-back. He's come in and he's done pretty well. He's been solid, pretty consistent. Maybe we would have had the same level of success with Steve Cook as well, but there's no guarantee that would happen. There's no guarantee, so... Que sera, sera. We'll see what happens. Right. I think we're probably going to end things off there, because we're over 40 minutes, and I don't want massively long things for probably none of you to watch, but, you know, I'm enjoying it. It's been a very fun start to the save so far. Very unexpectedly good. It's not going to last. We will have a massive dip, I would expect. Maybe next time against Arsenal. Next time, though, as it is December, games are coming a little bit more thick and fast. We may, depending on the time, we might make it through the whole of December, which will be pretty cool. And then we get into the January transfer window as well. We'll see what happens. We will see what happens. But yeah, Arsenal at the very, very least, along with Sheffield United, Burnley, Southampton, and probably Chelsea as well. We'll see. And then, yeah, busy Christmas period too. It's going extremely well. We are in 7th place with 20 points. We are halfway there in terms of safety. We are not looking like relegation candidates at all. We also don't have anyone in the top goal scoring charts because our players have not been particularly prolific, and unlike Bournemouth, it's been the defence that have been getting us through. Harry Wilson with 3 goals. Callum Wilson has not scored all season. It's terrible. But if Dominic Solanke can keep scoring instead of getting sent off, then we should be okay. But there we go. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed our pretty baffling start to life here at Bournemouth in the town of Boscombe is where the stadium is. I looked that up. Boscombe, near Bournemouth. Not exactly in Bournemouth, but sort of a very close place. Anyway, is the board going to give me a wage budget? No, they're not going to give me a wage budget increase. They're not too bothered about that though, which is good. They still think we're on course to work within the wage budget, which, I mean, we're not, but who knows. Disappointed now that we're not playing enough attacking football. I mean, okay, you win some, you lose some. Anyway, I'll see you next time.